at Pitt-Titusville. As Walt Disney has been quoted, "We keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths." The curiosity of these graduates has led them to advocate for the unborn, to allay fears of the hospitalized child, to research and to educate patients, families, and the community about disease and health promotion, to promote dignity for the elderly, and to grow both personally and professionally through the academic formation and because of the interactions through this program. Many of these graduates will start their careers as novice nurses with no prior healthcare experience. In order to best prepare them, I have observed the faculty embody the qualities of transformational leadership to educate, inspire, and model best practice for these graduates. The qualities of transformational leadership include intellectual stimulation, exercises in problem solving and critical thinking, individualized consideration, mentoring, and supporting student growth and educational development, inspirational motivation, inspiring and motivating, describing the vision and the goal of the ever-changing healthcare system, and individualized influence, being a positive role model, walking the talk, if you will, and upholding the positive qualities of honesty, ethics, integrity, dependability, and enthusiasm for nursing and patient care. As you, the graduates, now embark upon professional practice, you know that your education is not complete. Nurses continue to learn and must learn in order to remain current and abreast with new technology and practice standards in this very changing world of healthcare. Florence Nightingale became known as the Lady of the Lamp. Nightingale would light a lamp and pass the flame to each nurse as they said the pledge. As a tribute to Florence's dedication, the lamp icon has become symbolic of nursing. The lamp will always shine brightly as a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse administers to the sick and injured in the practice of nursing. Graduates, congratulations on achieving this milestone, and may your inner light always shine brightly as you move through your professional career. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Pat McLean, ASN Program Coordinator.
Thank you, Dr. Truman. Well, first of all, let me say hello and a warm welcome to everyone. And I have to say, particular shout out to some of our previous nursing alumni who have come to share in this momentous occasion with our new graduating class. Thank you for taking the time to do that. So, what a beautiful day we have been given to celebrate with the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville graduate nurses. As Dr. Truman said, I am the nursing program coordinator, and I, along with my esteemed colleagues, Miss Mary Jane Doherty, Miss Sherry Patterson, and Miss Liz Flickner, have worked very closely over the course of the last several years, sometimes to the annoyance of the graduates, to see them come to this point in their education. And we share in your excitement as we celebrate this accomplishment, and we stand to witness them move forward with their nursing career. So, without further delay, I would like to invite President Rick Esch to the podium to speak further of our graduates and their accomplishment. Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Esch.
Thank you, Dr. McLean. Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff at Pitt-Titusville, I offer congratulations. We're all very proud of you. We're proud of you because you successfully completed the requirements of this rigorous program. As you have discovered, probably more than once, this was not an easy course of study. You had to focus, study hard, make sacrifices. We're all so proud of you because you have chosen this very noble profession at this time when knowledgeable, dedicated, and compassionate nurses are needed more than ever before. It takes a very special person to be a nurse, someone not only that has the knowledge, but also possesses a deep well of compassion, empathy, and wants to care for others at times when they are at their most vulnerable. I applaud your commitment and your desire to become caregiver, particularly in what has become a more challenging and complex healthcare environment. As you begin your career, please remember what your professors taught you, how they patiently guided and mentored you, and how they set an example of excellence in professionalism. I hope you will share all of that freely with those in your care and your healthcare colleagues throughout your years in this career. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. David Fitz, Interim Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs.
Will the graduates please stand? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the nursing program here at Pitt-Titusville, I present to you the Associate of Science Nursing Class of 2022. Will Mrs. Mary Jane Dougherty please come forward to help present the pins, and will President Rick Esch come forward too?
Good morning. How's everybody doing this beautiful day? It's not snowing, it's not raining. We got it made. Okay, so I am just going to give you a little background about what I'm going to do, and the students will be coming forward shortly. So I have the pleasure of calling the nursing students to the stage so they can obtain their nursing pins. And I will give you the student's name and who they chose to pin them. Then I will share some thoughts that each student gave me about why they wanted to be a nurse and who they want to thank today. They will be proceeding to the stage, and I'm going to start right now. We're going to start with Colton B. Clark, and he would like his grandmother, Dammy, sorry, I said it wrong, will be pinning him, and that is the correct saying. So this is what Colton shared. I wanted to become a nurse, primarily to help people that are in need, like most others. This, along with how the profession is represented in our community and abroad. It's a respectable field that has great practice. Nursing school truly was. I don't think I'd be standing here today. Thank you. Congratulations, Jamie. Okay. Caitlin Frontera, possibly no. I want to thank myself for working incredibly hard for this great achievement. Lastly, I want to take this moment to thank God because I could not have done it without him. Congratulations, Roxanne. Next is Grace Martinson, and she's having her dad, John, and her children, Sally, Lazarus, and Warren, pin her today. This is what Grace shared. I want to be a nurse because it enables me to compassionately serve, advocate, and care for others in their most vulnerable moments. I remember the nurse that was present at my daughter's birth. She cheered me on and handed my daughter to me. She brought me a turkey sandwich and ginger ale almost immediately, too. Major bonus points. I remember the nurse who held me as I woke up from anesthesia surgery. I was in so much pain. I remember the nurse who lovingly comforted my sister-in-law and brother as she held their stillborn child in complete and utter despair, a moment that deeply shook our family. That nurse was loving, respectful, and accommodating to all of us. I believe Maya Angelou said it best. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I want to thank my loving family for always cheering me on and having my back. To my kids specifically, thank you for being so patient with me. Thank you for praising and absolutely loving fend for yourself nights when it came to dinner. Thank you for the endless hugs, kisses, praises, and overwhelming amounts of overall love. I love you endlessly. Congratulations, Grace. Next is Levi Sampson, and he's having his grandparents, Chuck and Sally, pin him today. This is what Levi shared. I wanted to be a nurse to help save lives and make a difference in the world. I wanted to thank my grandparents for being there and supporting me along the way. Graduating puts me one step closer to reaching this personal goal of helping people. Tanya Walker. Tanya is having her daughter Ava and son Jameson pin her. This is what Tanya shared. I knew I wanted to be a nurse since I was a little girl. I was born with a club foot and had gone to Shriners Hospital in Erie many times for different procedures. I never once had a bad experience. The kindness and compassion that I was shown had a profound impact on me and who I wanted to be. I want to do the same for others. I want to provide safe, compassionate care and have the opportunity to make a difference in others' lives. Having a stable career and opportunity for career advancement is important as we get older. There are so many different options in the nursing field for this goal. As life came about, I never thought I would have this opportunity. I have proven myself wrong, and here I am. I did it. I never could have gotten this far without the encouragement and support from family, friends, coworkers, and my nursing instructors. I want them all to give themselves a hug from me. All of my struggles, stress, late nights, and success my 3 beautiful children experienced as well. I want to thank them. Mommy did it, guys, because of you. Because of your hard work and mine, we made it. I want to thank my fellow nursing students. We are a team, and we supported each other. I loved watching them succeed and learn. I want to thank my sister, Deanna. She helped me in so many ways, always there for my kids. I want to thank my nursing instructors for believing in all of us and staying patient and compassionate, for saying, get your stuff together and study. You can do this. Congratulations to my fellow nursing students. I have full confidence in all of us. Good luck in your nursing career. You are going to do great. Congratulations, Tanya. Next, I'm going to invite to the podium is Mrs. Sherry Patterson.
Hello. I have the privilege of handing out the Academic Excellence Award, but first just a couple comments. Nursing is an art and a science. The artful side of nursing is kindness and compassion, empathy, and sympathy. The science side of nursing is anatomy and physiology, microbiology, chemistry, all those ologies. So then the next question is, what makes a good nurse? The nurse that patients remember. It is the one who has a balance between these two sides, the one that is proactive instead of reactive in delivering nursing care, one that has the knowledge of science to keep their patients safe while displaying all the compassionate qualities that humans need. Today we acknowledge the student who has displayed academic excellence. This student is not just science, but she is art as well, meaning that she has found the balance. So Athena Lamy, would you please come forward? Athena, we're proud to recognize you and all the hard work that you have put into your academic success. Go forward, keep learning, and stay balanced. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Professor Elizabeth Flickner.
Hello and welcome, everyone. So I will be presenting our Clinical Excellence Award, and this goes to the student who sought out clinical experiences. She always assisted her peers whenever they needed it. She was a leader in the clinical setting and truly cared about every patient she encountered. Her compassion and patient advocacy is why I'm proud to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Grace Martinson. And now I'd like to invite Athena Lamy back to the stage as our class president to give her farewell remarks.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, friends, esteemed faculty, and administration. Welcome to this momentous occasion as we celebrate the graduating class of 2022. My name is Athena Lamy, and I am the class president. I would like to thank you for honoring me with this opportunity to speak on behalf of my peers. Stephen Furtick once proposed, what if God didn't meet your expectations because he wanted to exceed them? As I take a moment to reflect back upon my nursing journey, I would ask each of you to ponder this question. Often, when someone would ask me what nursing school was like, my reply was that in many ways, it's like jumping out of an airplane and being very unsure if the parachute will even open. I could audibly hear a person at the door telling me, "You have to jump if you want to change your life." Hesitantly, I'd stand there with fears and anxiety about the unknown, but courageously, I took the jump, as all of us did each day. Each and every one of us have overcome many obstacles to stand before you today. We all have many sleepless nights studying and crying as we raced against the clock to meet deadlines. We sacrifice precious time with our loved ones, and we know exhaustion. To sum it up and apply one of the many skills we have learned in nursing, I would diagnose these past few years as the following: stress overload related to sleep deprivation, social isolation, and unbalanced nutrition, as evidenced by being a nursing student. Nevertheless, through these challenges, our class showed up. We built everlasting friendships. Character, endurance, and perseverance, despite a pandemic. It has given us the courage, the confidence, and the strength to become outstanding nurses. As it's been said, nursing is a noble profession, unlike any other. And after spending hundreds of hours in our clinical rotations, we all have witnessed and experienced what exactly nursing entails: the good, the bad, the ugly, and copious amounts of caffeine. While a big aspect is improving the health of our patients, it's also much more. We have chosen an emotionally rewarding and fulfilling career that will allow us to connect with people in meaningful ways, to change and save lives. People will never forget how you made them feel. And as a nurse, we wake up every day with the ability to make someone's life just a little better. I would like to end my speech with an abundance of gratitude and an encouraging word. Thank you to my incredible classmates. Collectively, we celebrate, acknowledging that we all walk this stage, achieving this goal, and because one of another's support and unity. Thank you to the entire faculty of University of Pittsburgh and to all of the wonderful mentors that guided us along the way. Mrs. Lalone, Mrs. Reynolds, Mrs. Straub, I will never forget the days you spent lifting us up. Crying with us and praying for us. Thank you to Mrs. McLean, Mrs. Flickner, Mrs. Patterson, and Mrs. D. For supporting us through the last exhausting mile of this marathon. It is worth recognizing as well that we all survived Dr. Tress, and we have the pins to prove it. I would also like to thank all of our friends and families for supporting us through all of our complaining, crying, hysteria, and delirium. Lastly, a word of encouragement from Stephen Furtick. For the race is not given to the swift and the strong, but to the one who endures. So pick yourself up, shake yourself off. Shake your past off and put one foot in front of the other. His spirit is in you. He has caused you to triumph before. Be confident. He will do it again. You are unstoppable. Do not lose your perspective. The end of yourself is the beginning of him. So fix your focus, wake your courage, stir your confidence, set your face like flint with determination. Don't quit, show up. Push, because you have a job to do. Breathe again, hope again, rise again, rejoice again, and trust that your expectations will not just be met, but exceeded. You have finally made it, class of 2022. Congratulations. Now, will the graduates please stand and join me in the reciting of the Nightingale Pledge and lead the class in the Nightingale Pledge? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practice of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and practice of my calling. I will assist the physician in his work and will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibilities in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skill in nursing and to see them wisely. I will zealously seek to nurse those who are ill, whatever they may be and wherever they may indeed. I will be active in assisting others and safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of mankind. Thank you. Mrs. McLean, could I ask you to the podium? Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Athena. This concludes this very special pinning ceremony for the class of 2022. We would ask that we will proceed 10 or 15 minutes from now with moving into the commencement part of our graduates' celebration today. So if this would be an opportune time for you to use the restrooms, which are located immediately outside the hall, either the bottom level or the second floor. So with that, we'll see you shortly. Thank you so very much.
east of the sun, and west of the moon. We'll build a dream house of lovely, close to the sun in the day and near to the moon at night. We'll live on a lovely way, dear, sharing our love in the pale moonlight, just you and I, forever and a day. Love will not die, we'll keep it that way. Up among the stars we'll find a harmony, alive to a lovely tune. East of the sun, west of the moon, dear. East of the sun and west of the moon.
As Grand Marshal of the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville, I hereby declare this commencement open. Please join us for the playing of the national anthem. seated. Welcome graduates, families, and friends to the 2022 commencement of the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the interim president of the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville, Mr. Richard T. Esch.
Thank you, Dr. Fioli. On behalf of the faculty, staff, Alumni Advisory Board, I extend salutations and congratulations. We welcome each of you to our most important ceremony of the year, the commencement of our graduating students. Today, we bring to an official end another enormously successful academic year at the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville. I can think of no more fitting way to close the academic year than by bidding farewell to another class of very accomplished graduates. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask each platform guest to rise as I call your name. I request that the audience hold all applause until all of the members of the platform party are introduced. Dr. David Fitz, Interim Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs and Interim Executive Director of the Titusville Educational and Training Hub. Dr. Stephanie Fioli, Assistant Executive Director of the Titusville Educational and Training Hub. Dr. Jean M. Truman, Director of Nursing Programs, Bradford Titusville Associate Professor of Nursing. Ms. Patricia McLean, ASN Program Coordinator, Assistant Professor of Nursing. Ms. Mary Jane Dougherty, Assistant Professor of Nursing. Ms. Elizabeth Flickner, Visiting Assistant Professor of Nursing, and Ms. Sherry Patterson, Assistant Professor of Nursing. Please join me in recognizing the members of the platform party. Graduates, we are gathered here today to celebrate your achievements. We honor each of you who has earned an Associate of Science degree. In so doing, we recognize the completion of an important milestone in your lives, and we wish you success on the journey you are about to begin. Later on in today's ceremony, we will recognize each of you individually. At this time, I invite Dr. David Fitz, Interim Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs, to come to the podium to present the students who have completed the requirements for the University of Pittsburgh degrees. Dr. Fitz.
On behalf of the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville faculty, I extend to you the class of 2022. Congratulations on the completion of your University of Pittsburgh degrees. Your success is our success, and we are very proud of you. Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you those students who have completed the requirement for the Associate of Science degree. Will the candidates for the degrees please rise?
Today, you have completed the requirements for an important academic degree. During these past 2 years, you have undertaken a rigorous program of study. The degree that you have earned will open the door to a life of service as a professional or to continue study in a related discipline. Always remember to practice your profession with skill, competence, integrity, and respect for those individuals you'll have the privilege to serve. And now, upon the recommendation of the faculty, University of Pittsburgh, Titusville, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, I confer upon you the degree of Associate of Science with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, at this time, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left.
Okay. As your name is read, please come onto the stage to be recognized and to receive your degree. Colton Brock Clark. Jamie Lynn Federhoff. Caitlin Marie Frontera. Lauren Elizabeth Holfman. Athena Desiree Lamy. Roxanne Marie LaRock. Grace Elizabeth Martinson. Jeremy Levi Sampson. Tanya Nicole Walker. Please join me in another round of applause for all of our graduates.
As we bring this ceremony to a close, I again offer my congratulations to our graduates and wish all of you the very best as you take this next important step in your journey. You're entering this next phase of your life at a time when our world has become more complicated, and you may be a little apprehensive about taking the next step into this complex environment. But you're definitely ready. I encourage you to walk boldly and with courage and confidence into the future. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. Your education from Pitt-Titusville, along with the University of Pittsburgh degree, has equipped you with the tools to face and overcome the world's challenges, both large and small, to help you change the world, or at least your corner of it. As a student here, you have learned how to pursue your passion and focus your attention on what is important to you and to those around you. You learn how to work with others to collectively find solutions to problems in spite of any differences you may have. You've learned to communicate clearly and concisely despite all of the surrounding distractions. You've learned to be persistent, that sometimes you've learned to be persistent, that sometimes it takes 2 or 3 tries or 4 tries before you get the intended result. You learn how to be flexible, to try new methods and different approaches. You've learned to respect and value others who look, live, and think differently than yourself. You learn to open your minds and your hearts. Having each of these skills and abilities now will serve you very well in the environment that we're in. You're prepared to forge ahead, to innovate, lead, create, solve problems, bring hope, inspire, empower, and protect. Show compassion, be courageous, and effect positive change. You're ready to walk into and take your rightful place in the world. In fact, you're ready to not only to walk, but to run. All of us here are confident that you're prepared to have an immediate and positive impact on your community, in the hospital, in the world. We look forward to hearing about and watching all of your amazing accomplishments. Please continue to take care of yourselves and each other. As important is to pay a tribute to our graduates, it is equally important that we recognize the families of our graduates who have sacrificed, some of which was mentioned earlier with the pinning ceremony, who have sacrificed much in supporting you throughout your college years. And at this time, I ask the spouses, parents, children, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, and friends of our graduates to please stand to be acknowledged. The support and dedication that you've provided to our graduates has enabled them to achieve their dream today. I now ask those of you who are able to please stand as we prepare for the singing of the alma mater. The singing of the alma mater will be followed by the closing of the commencement and the recessional. In keeping with the University of Pittsburgh at Titusville tradition, students will process from the ceremony to ring the campus bell to signify their status as a graduate. During the recessional, please remain in your seats until the entire procession of faculty and staff and students has left the auditorium. Once the music stops, please proceed out of the auditorium to join our graduates for the ringing of the campus bell. Following the ringing of the campus bell, I invite you to attend the luncheon reception, which will be held for the graduates and their family members in the McKinney Commons in the J. Curtis McKinney Student Union. We will now play through the alma mater one time to familiarize you with the melody. On the second playing, please join in singing. The words are printed inside of your program for those of you that don't have them memorized, graduates.
hereby declare this commencement closed.